What's up, guys and gals, and welcome back to the Nerd Castle for another episode of Rise of Industry. I like this game a lot, so we're going to keep on playing. So we're basically almost there. We're almost there on breaking even. It kind of just depends. We need to produce more furniture is what we need to do. It might be a wise idea to set this up a little bit better. We've gotten rid of some of our carpentry stuff over on this side by sending some of it into town. But it appears as though they favor whatever's closer first. I'm kind of wondering if this is sorted up and down. If it is, then that's what we're going to have to deal with right here. We are producing wood around the clock, but it is instantly gone. Like, the second it goes into storage, it's being shipped out somewhere. And that's pretty much what I like to see on this side. We're making some money. We're moving things around. We're sending leather furniture over there in droves. Not ridiculous droves, but I actually think that setting up a second one of these, as horrible as it sounds, might be the better option because we're almost maxed out on furniture on this side. And they, as soon as that maxes out, though, that means we're going to have excess going into town. Made a little bit of money right there, but we just didn't catch the rollover. We're still like $25,000 a month in the black. Let's increase our truck shipments by 2 to town. That sounds alright. I do wish that I could send the unrefined tables to town from here as well. It would help out a little bit. Send, like, 2 trucks. We'll sell one off so we don't have to pay the upkeep on it. And maybe that'll be okay. I'm trying to fine-tune right now. I'm trying to get things nice and well into the sweet spot. It looks like, however, it takes them basically half a month to get into town. And so going in big bursts might be the smarter idea in order to make this all work. All I want to do is be in the black. That's all that I want to do. I'll finish this series the second I get into the black. That's all that I care about. Let's see if they've got any new stores in town. You guys got any new stores in town? You still got that farmer's market that's doing their thing. We've got supply versus demand. Supply's a little high right now. Supply's a little high, but meh. Little high, little low. You also have a wholesaler that I can apparently sell apples to, which is... Or maybe I can get apples from there. I'm not really too positive on that one. Our livestock farm. What problems hast thou run into, livestock farm? You have too much meat. Okay. Too much meat. Production over here. I mean, we could sell hamburgers in town, but there's nobody that wants hamburgers. That's what I'm waiting on, is for somebody to have a sock hop diner or something around here that I can sell hamburgers to, because I think that's going to be the next part. They got a liquor store over here. I am not enjoying the fact that there is a liquor store. I don't like wholesaling my stuff, man. It's tough. As far as that goes, it's almost not worth the cost of the trucks to ship a lot of this stuff out. Like, let's say that I go in on a couple more trucks, right? And we take that up to 10. We take that back down to 5 for now. We take those up to 10. That'll give us a little bit more cash that we're moving around. Pretty sure this place needs for pies. We could do a chicken farm. If we did a chicken farm, we'd have the eggs we need in order to make pies, but ain't nobody want to buy pies. So... part of the problem is I didn't play to the strengths of my region. We got this set up right here, but this right here is basically doing nothing at the moment. Like, it's not really even doing a whole lot. Last month, we got hit hard, but that's because I was buying trucks and moving shit around, so... is what it is. Waiting for this place to get a little bit better. What are they doing over here? So they want apples. They also want milk and meat. They want $13.50 on meat. What do these cats want on meat? They want $13.50 on meat, too. Okay. Where's that going? So those are both going to... that's going to Hyde, and that's going to Aldinghall. Okay. That seems about right. Oh, shit. We're in the black. Oh, my God. We'll see what happens this month, but I'm excited about this prospect. We might be slightly positive. Come on. Tell me I'm slightly positive. Tell me... Don't you dare let that fall off. We made $5,000 last month. Not the best flip turn upside down, but it's like we do what we got to do. How's production going down here? You full up on storage or what's happening? You just don't have any wood. I think they don't have any wood. So they got 50 furniture on this side. That means that excess furniture from here can go into town. It's going to be 3 more trucks. Let's start ditching some furniture into town. Whatever we can send out. I mean, honestly, we're over the top on furniture anyways. This place is maxed out, and it's basically just producing at capacity. We're sitting basically where we were going to be. So let me get 2 more trucks taking that furniture into town. And as long as our number is staying even over here, I'm pretty happy about it. That's all that really matters, is that this stays even. So as long as it's around like 22 right there, that's not a bad look. Livestock farm is basically filling up on like everything right now. They've got meat, they've got that stuff. We're selling it as fast as we can get it, but that's just life. We were positive by... Hey, we were up by 13,000 that month. Yay. That slight change to our furniture sales might help. I think it'll probably help us break even a little bit faster. And so we are up by about $70,000 right there. There's 4 more trucks on that side. I think we're going to break even this month. I think we're going to break even. So then the big question becomes, how do we want to do stuff over here? I can make a barrel factory on this side, barrel factory to a distillery. Distillery, we can go, are you stocked up on wheat, or is your wheat disappearing faster than we can do anything with it? So wheat's disappearing pretty fast over here. I think we're going to need another wheat farm if we want to make this work too. But if we go for another wheat farm, I think we're going to have to work out... We're going to have to work out a different supply chain, methinkies. Because, hey, they're producing furniture. Yay! Good job. How are we doing over here? How's storage looking? We are running a little bit low on this side. We do have a slight deficit in what we're producing over here. I'm okay with that. I wish there was a way to make this produce faster. That's what's got me a little concerned. Is that I wish there was like upgrades or something I could do to make this go a little bit faster. Technically what I could do is while I pile up again... That's why I wish I could sell from this location, is because what I could do is I could halt production of these for a minute. So I could keep production going, but I could halt sales and I could offset it by sending all my trucks to sell the raw tables that we have for a little bit, just in case. We are in the black right now. Pretty solidly in the black. We're not making like ass tons of money, but that's going to run out before too long because we're selling more furniture than we have at the moment. And so we're going to have to make that up somehow. My suggestion then would be let's ease back on those. Let's sell 2 trucks to make a little bit of money. Ease back on those ever so slightly so that we can get ourselves into a lovely little equilibrium. And since we're maxed out over here, we still maxed out on this side. Furniture's about right on that side. I wouldn't play with it too much. I wouldn't play with it too much just because we've almost got it solid right there. These towns need to grow a little bit faster. Fent, what do you have going on? You're growing a little bit. Fent, what you got rocking? You got a tailor over here? Technically, I do have a lot of leathers. I do have a lot of leathers. So let's... but do I need textiles? That's the problem, is I need to figure out... So let's say that I go with... Let's say that I go with a textile factory, right? So we got the textile factory. Is there a way for me to... See, what I'd like to have is like a little eye right there so I can figure it out. Because the problem right now is, let's say that I build this and I don't have the infrastructure to get it done. What starts off as like a $500,000 enterprise turns into like, you know, it turns into like a $2 million enterprise pretty quickly. And it takes you a while to break even on stuff. It really sincerely does. They're maxed out on leathers right there, though, so chances are we could probably get away with making leather goods. Even if it's just like handbags, we could probably do it. So let's go to a textile factory right here. There's our textile factory. What does our textile factory produce? So we got winter clothes, we got work clothes, we got handbags. See, that's what I'm talking about, is there's no way for you to investigate and figure out what's going on. So what is that right there? That's rubber, and you need it at petrochemical plants. Gotcha. So see, that was basically a waste. Basically a waste. Which means that now what I have to do is I've got to make another farm field. And so this just got a little bit more expensive, unfortunately. What I would do is let's make our infrastructure a little bit better over here. I'm going to take this urban road. Go back over to there so that they've got another little shortcut. I need to make a crop farm. Luckily, they're not that expensive. However, all of my stuff... And you know what? This place, I wish there was a way... Too much dough on that side, and there's just nothing I can do with it. I'm just going to bulldoze it. That place is not helpful to me at all right now. And unfortunately, I'm just going to get rid of it. I think I'm going to take the hit right there in order to get a little bit of cash back. And we'll kind of see what we can do here. That'll pay for the next thing that we're playing around with. Downshot here is that our water siphon, I think, is all out of delivery spots. So, yeah, I don't think I can add any more delivery spots to that, which is a downshot. Upshot here is that we can investigate other water sources. Although, realistically, what we're going to have to do is just set up another one over here. I don't think the water table is going down, so I think we're solid right there. This place, we can't... We have enough water. That's the weird situation that we're in, is we have enough water. Oh, never mind. I've got an extra destination right there. Okay, cool. That works. Yay! So, crop farm over here. Boom. So, there's our crop farm. We've kind of paid for this a little bit. Then what I'm going to do is we'll add a field. There we go. Our production is going to be a cotton field. So that's going to be cotton over here. Now that we got cotton, I need you. Choose a new destination. This farm over here is going to need it. I'm just going to max out on trucks too because frankly our water infrastructure just needs work. So take some water over there. Take some water over there. There you go. And hopefully, we'll make good use of the things that we have here. Now that I have a textile factory, production-wise, if we want to make fabric, what is that right there? It's dye. Ugh, you need a petrochemical plant, so never mind, that's not going to work. Shit. I'm going to load a save. So there's the downshot that I'm talking about right there, is that, like, they need to give you... Maybe there is. I don't know. We can do trade routes as well, which is kind of interesting. We've got recipe books over here. Ah, that's where it's at. Gotcha. So the recipe book is what I was looking for, and I was actually hoping it was integrated into the UI. That does exist. And so actually in the same episode that I made that complaint, I figured out that there was a way to look into that. So that works out okay. And I do think it's going to work for us for the next little bit. They're still producing that over there. Is this save before I got rid of... the furniture trucks? Get rid of one furniture truck, please. Save us a little bit of money in the interim. And so we need to figure out something we can do over here. So that place I already bulldozed. We'll get rid of that because I just don't think it's helping us right now. It's not doing anything for us. It's just adding upkeep to our otherwise already very upkeepy life. On this side, we're doing what we can, man. The furniture store is making it happen, although I'm thinking the supply versus demand thing is going to hurt us a little bit. The other thing that we could think about is we could just go for raw goods. So let's say that we have apples. We could make an apple orchard. I don't think it's going to break even. I have my sincerest doubts that it's not going to break even. But we can make cider. Does cider have to go in barrels? Let's take a look at our recipe menu real fast. And we've got cider right there. Cider needs to go inside bottles, which requires a smelter. And so, yeah, refining that process is going to be a little bit rough. Refining that process is going to be a little bit bad. But, that being said, go ahead and take care of that business right there. We've got extra trucks to send around for right now. Send whatever you can to wherever you can at the moment, and then we'll figure out what we want to do with this second crop farm down here. So crop farm, we're going to go for a nice little crop farm down in here. And in fact, I didn't do my urban road either. So, there we go. Urban road is done. Crop farm can go right there. And the same thing with this crop farm that we did previously. And so we're going to add fields. Boom. Is it a crop farm that I needed, or is it an orchard? Ah, shit, an orchard is different. Okay. Well, that was money well spent. Goody. Money well spent. Alright, so we got the orchard. There's our orchard right there. Chances are I probably could have put that a little bit closer to make my life easier, but screw it. Who doesn't love complication in their lives? Wonder why that can't be placed right there. Is because of the rocks? Oh, it's not inside the owner range. Gotcha. Well, that's just going to look janky, and that's going to upset me. Nope, go away, apple field. I don't want you right now. And then we'll add some more apples over here. There we go. Much better. Much, 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 much better. I like that better. Then we're going to go to our water over here. And for you, I need water to go to my farm. Get my apples. So there it is. We've got our apples. Like 5 of the apples right there. And then we take this down by like 2. And then we have 7 trucks that go to Apple Farm. For great and glorious republic. Alright, so that's done. We gotta choose a destination for this ish to go, but we gotta wait and see how water production hits this place. Yeah, there goes the water trucks. How you wanna water them fields right now? Get down in the town, you clown. Alright. Water storage will more than likely be a little bit iffy. But they're refilling it at a rate that's going, and so we've already got 10 apples over here. My suggestion would be that we get like 10 trucks, and then we'll just pick a destination over here. And so we'll send that to the farmer's market. Nope, not all those. We'll send them to alternate towns because that makes our lives a little easier. So Hyde, High Newton. Actually, no, send it all to Hyde, I guess. Send it all to Hyde. Yep, get rid of that, and we'll just condense the trucks right there. I think we're probably going to produce apples at a more rapid rate than we want to produce, but we've got apples set up for the future. If we end up being able to get ourselves something nice, selling 10 apples is going to come out to like 5 grand. It's not really going to be that great, but it may spur a little bit of growth in Hyde, which will help out ever so slightly considering we are back in the black, or we're back in the red this month. So how's our leather working doing over here? Oh, goody. It's crumbled under the load. Fantastic. We'll then sell some trucks so that I'm not paying the upkeep on those trucks. And then as soon as this decides to produce, we will be happy again. I mean, chances are I can make 2 furniture factories. I mean, if this one's got a glut of bullshit inside of it. Chances are, what is your storage looking like? So if I eliminated selling those to Hyde and we started selling those to another furniture factory on that side. And then from this down here, he's maxed out on leathers too, so yeah. That's something that I'm definitely thinking is possible. Definitely possible. It's going to be expensive. It's going to be expensive, but it'll work. We will be the furniture exporter. Have they grown at all? You guys got any new shops in here? Producing apples over there. Farmer's market. It's real low margin selling apples. I don't know how we're going to make money doing this, but it is what it is, I suppose. They want oranges over there, and oranges are actually at 125%. We could do another field, but we're basically tapped out on our water supply right now, so I prefer to keep things kind of oriented towards... Oh, they want pies and cakes down there. How many times did I walk past that at Fent? That was idiotic of me, although I would have meant to make a chicken farm. Chicken farms need water, but once you get the chicken farm, we'll worry about... Pies are apparently worth 10,000, so that would have been a good thing for me to do. With our water supply maxed out, how are you guys doing on them apples? How you like dem apples? They're producing. I mean, you can't really ask for much more. Last month, we came out 120 grand in the black, which I think is okay. This place, they still got furniture left over. That is a fact. They still got furniture left over. So if I eliminated this right here, and so let's say that we get rid of that from the furniture store, and then we make a second carpentry right here. Now that does max out our infrastructure with the livestock farm because I need to move around leathers. However, milk and all that shit ain't selling for that much, so frankly, I don't think I'm going to worry about it. We'll just sit on a big old gaggle of milk until later. And then we'll make another cow farm to supply other stuff. So there's another carpentry right there. This thing will hopefully make some money back. What I want for you to do is to make leather furniture. Yep, make leather furniture. Make that leather furniture. And now that they're not moving that over there, instead, we will have that carpentry right there with 3 trucks. We'll sell the extra 2. So 3 and 3 going over to there. And then from our livestock farm, I want leathers to go to carpentry 3, which I think is this guy right here. Yep, that's carpentry 3. And so just keep them stocked up on leather for right now. Keep them stocked up on leather. We just got to make this thing happen. Hopefully they'll start taking some furniture around and make this thing get cracking. There it is. And so if we got 2 of these things going, then we should be able to sell like twice the rate, I would assume. Especially considering this one is not able to handle all of the stuff that's being sent over. It just like isn't. And so it's looking like it's a little bit net positive right now. I'll probably sell... So I want you to go to the furniture store and hide with 3 trucks. As soon as your furniture is all good to go, that should give us a little bit more production power right there. I think that's going to help out. We might not be selling at the rate that we want to sell. He's got 4 trucks right there, and that's about right for him. Alright, so if he's got 4 trucks, let's buy 1 more, and we'll assign 1 more to that spot, and we'll kind of just see how this plays out. This game is a lot about fine-tuning. It really sincerely is. You got to play around, you got to fine-tune things, otherwise it just won't work the way you want it to work. It just won't. Now, we've got a whole bunch of wheat right there. We could technically sell that to a wholesaler or something like that, which I think he's actively doing already. I mean, we got a livestock farm right there. We've got more than enough left over. Doop 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 doop. There we go. So kill that off real fast. Keep those going to the livestock farm for right now. Because I'm a little bit worried we're not going to be producing leathers at the rate we need to produce leathers. And so I want to make sure that they have wheat at all times. Because I knew we were going to hit a stopgap in our production somewhere. Well, they're trying to stay on top of it. We'll watch it over time. It looks like it's about even. And so last month we actually made $200,000. So setting up a second carpentry looks like it's paying off. Looks like it's paying off big time. We got a constant stream of trucks that are all running to the next town over just to drop off furniture and make us a little bit of money. Perfecto. That's what I like to see. Keep them going. Keep them going, kids. Although it's possible that I sold something. Did I sell something? I think I sold some trucks. That might be why that's a little bit weird too. How are you looking on storage? Actually, we're running out of furniture now. So doubling furniture production might not have had the effect that we wanted it to have. Alright. That just means that we know that we need another woodworking place is really what that comes down to. We need another lumber yard. I'd like to see some upgrades on these that make them produce faster so you don't just end up with like a sprawl of bullshit everywhere. But my assumption is that maybe that's part of the game. Now, we've made a bit of money this month. Whether or not we'll break even remains to be seen. We still have some objects going to market over here. So we're a little bit in the black. We're going to have to kind of wait and see on this one. They're dropping off some apples. Okay, so we were a little bit in the black right there. Probably due to infrastructure bullshit. We got pies over on this side, but unfortunately I can't really do a whole lot with the pies. What was the recipe for pies? Hold on. I know I sold that place, but we could set up another one. And so let's say we want pies and cakes. We need eggs. We need eggs. We need dough. We need milk. Alright. Can make room right there with the meat. We can turn that into milk that goes elsewhere. Then we could pick up the meat cost from... I think we could pick up the meat cost pretty easily. Yeah. I think we could pick up the meat cost from the chicken factory too. It's not my most favoritist idea. But it is what it is. Are you guys producing still? 13 furnitures right there. 21 furnitures right there. Let's buy you an extra truck. keep buying and selling trucks, trying to get this fine-tuned just right before I move on to anything else, but something tells me that may not be an option. Let's go after, we want another livestock farm. That's the next thing that we're looking after. Probably drop that right there, and we need chicken fields. I'll leave a little space right there for the road. Cool. It's got a chicken farm right there. Chickens probably require water, right? Yep, chickens require water and grain. So we'll have to figure something out. Our storage is looking pretty good over here. I'll choose another destination. We'll call it the livestock farm 2 with the chickens. And we will buy a couple of trucks and throw them over there. It looks like 5 is kind of the sweet spot for a lot of these with grain. So we'll take that on over. This is going to be an expensive month, but this should start to produce... This should start to produce, I guess, meat and eggs. And so all I want to do is I kind of want to get to the front of what I'm trying to do for right now. Like, we are spending money. We're spending it pretty rapidly, in fact, and we're not really making a whole lot. But that being said, we just got to get more industries nailed down. We're kind of in a rough spot right now as far as hide is concerned. Oh, they got a new shop. They got a bookstore, huh? So with a bookstore, you can make these at a paper mill, huh? I bet you need petrochemical shit for the for the mill though. Yeah, you need dye. Just for paper. Will they take just paper? I was gonna say, if we had paper, that might work out for a little bit, and it requires 2 to make a newspaper. Not the worst idea. Might be a moneymaker if we can get a couple of those set up. We'll consider that later. My name is Splattercat. This game is called Rise of Industry. This is my first impressions of the game. So far, I've actually enjoyed it quite a bit. I think it's a lot of fun. And so if you like to tune things, if you like to get things all nice and polished, I definitely think there's some mistakes I wouldn't have made in this playthrough or in this little impressions series on a second playthrough. But that being said, it kind of shows you the fundamental foibles you're going to run into if it's your first time playing the game and the ways that maybe you can get around them. So the things we learned is always check towns to make sure of what they're selling before you build your infrastructure. Know about the recipe book, because if you don't know about the recipe book, you're going to build a lot of shit that's going to cost you a lot of money that's going to be a lot of pointless. So I will see you all later. If you want the game for yourself after seeing this series, look down below in the description. I'll have that for you. And then hi-do. I will see you next time, everybody. Bye-bye.